Today we're going to be racing at the Miami circuit where there is a bunch of ice on the track, believe it or not. That's what it feels like as you're racing around it. Plenty of corners that you can go deep on and possibly hit the barrier, ruining your race. There's plenty of other areas you can pass, as we saw in the IRL race today. Max Verstappen working his way through the pack, doing a brilliant job. Just me in the booth today, unfortunately. Toby has to race Tier 3 at the same time. But we are going to have a brilliant day nonetheless. As you can see, a different camera position. I'm going to try and do one every week. This is only the second time MRL has raced in Miami. I don't think I participated in the first one. I think I had something going on. There's only been two to four safety cars, I think, in all of Tier 4 this season, which is very, very awesome. Tier 4 is basically a back tier with Aston and Haas being carried each by one driver, which is kind of funny to see, but hopefully the other two in there can pick it up, score some more points. We have Pete, Echo, Alex, and Gwenfro that we're going to be mainly focusing on today. There's going to be other drivers as well that we're going to keep an eye on. But overall, everybody should be nice and close, and it should be a very, very fun time today as we are still waiting to get underway, waiting on a couple more drivers to join the lobby. I'm definitely going to say there's going to be probably a shakeup in the mix. I'm going to have to say Edge might be up in the front. He has been looking very consistent and quick all year. Quick Tongue might put a hand in there for top 5 today. Zohan, he might even be up there. He's going to be up there in the mix as well. Sinon and Quick Tongue, yeah, they're going to be up there as well for sure. Just make sure everything is correct. The stream looking good? Hopefully so. I think the real race was kind of fun, but definitely got boring at some parts of it. Not gonna lie. Near the end, I started to doze off. It got boring. Up until Perez and Verstappen fought. That was probably the most exciting part, how close they got into turn 1. Hopefully, we can see even closer racing from the top 5 here, and no blowouts. That's all we can hope for. Hopefully, all y'all are doing good tonight, or today. For some reason, we are still not readied up. How's it going? Trying to get a couple more people in here real quick. I think we almost have everybody. Let's start a couple minutes late. Fortunately, that means we're probably not going to get to the interviews after the race, because I'm going to have to skedaddle and boogie off to Tier 2. But that's okay! That is okay. Maybe see if we can grab the top 3 drivers from this race and do a quick pre-race interview for the next week. That'll be a nice little shake-up. Be nice. Prediction for Edge in qualifying. I predict he's going to be in the top 5. My prediction for qualifying time, I'm going to have to say it's going to be either a mid to high 128 or low 128. Anywhere in the 128s is going to be pole. If I had to wind it down to specific, I'd say like a 128.4 for pole for tier 5. I'm also probably gonna see Sign-On up there running some quick times. He's been looking pretty consistent so far with his qualifying times. Fnatic still dealing with her back problem. Hopefully she can push through it again this week, get some more points. Nicky G, hopefully he has a more lucky race this week. Don't quite remember at this time if he raced last week. I'm pretty sure he did. Let me take a look at the standings. Currently in first, we have Pete with 54 points. Second, we have Gwenfro with 51, just a little bit behind. Sign-On in third, 33 points. Little bit behind. He's gonna have some work to do to catch back up. Jim in fourth. Edge in fifth. Echo Alex in 6th, Pug 7th, Diego the Savage 8th, Turk Charles in 9th, Fnatic in 10th. Still pretty close championship, everybody's still in it, plenty of points to grab. With how clean these guys are, I'm hoping we don't see a safety car today. My prediction is no safety car. Dropped a poll in chat. Let me see how many safety cars you guys are gonna guess for today in tier 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Gonna end the poll right before the race, so I'm gonna keep that up for a brief minute. You say 0? I'm gonna have to say there's gonna be at least 1. We are starting to ready up here. Once again, this is only the second time we have raced at Miami. There's only been 2 to 4 safety cars. I'm pretty sure there was 2 last week, but there's only a virtual safety car. So I'm pretty sure there's only been 2, which has been pretty good. Yeah, Pete, Echo, Alex, and Gwenfro, we're all going to have those on our hot list to watch today. Miami, 3.3 miles, 19 turns. Pretty long DRS zones. Definitely going to be able to get a long run if you have low downforce. If you have high downforce for the middle sector 2 and end of sector 3, you're going to be suffering a little bit. But all in all, going to be a good race to watch today. I'm very excited to watch this. I'm excited to see if Pete can hold on to the championship, or if Gwenfro can ease up a little bit more. Maybe Jim can get back into that fight once again. You've probably seen from time to time, I do have my 2 dogs with me, Holly and Astro. Holly is the white face, Astro has kind of the brown and gold accents. You'll see him popping up from time to time on my shoulders. We're loading into the session now. Pop over to this one now. There we go. That's a little better. All right, let's get everything up and running. Detail. Everybody's going to be running the medium tire for the most part. Keep it up. Fastest lap. Telemetry enabled. Everything enabled. Pop that back down. Ooh-wee. I am ready for this. Everybody putting in their setups. I do see some movement in the very back end of the pits. Let's see who's the first one out. Waiting for it to update. I think it might have been a Williams. Nope, it was the Aston Martin of MG Dan. There's also another car heading out. Gonna jump on board with MG Dan for his outlap as we have a Haas coming out behind him of Cooltown. Cooltown hoping to strike back this week. Hasn't had much luck recently. Been having very tough races of late. Gonna make sure I have game sound. I do. Okay, cool. Up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Good. Stay on board with MG Dan for the first couple corners and lap. Probably jump in between him and Pooltown. Probably go jump on board with MG Dan for the first half of the lap. Jump on board with Pooltown for the second half. MG Dan coming down the first corner. Nice long left-hander into another kind of kink to a right-hander down the straight. All flat out, of course. Turn one is very, very different. You can take a couple different lines there. You can go deep, get a shorter line, but faster entry, all depending on what you're doing, overtaking or whatnot. Fast right-hander, if you have a low downforce, you're going to have a tough time putting down the power, unfortunately. MG Dan looking to be very, very nice so far. Of course, getting in purple sector 1. Deciding to stay wide right there. You're going to get a couple hundredths if you went to the inside and humped the inside wall. That is perfectly okay. Looking very clean, looking very good. Get the power down nice and early. Not taking much of the first left-hander. You can almost ride that entire curve to the left. To the right gives you a better exit. Ooh, MG Dan getting a little loose. He's gonna very much ruin his lap time. Gonna jump on board with Cooltown as MG Dan sets up 131.2 to start us off today. Cooltown just going a 10th faster with a 131.1. MG Dan would have gone into the 130s 100% if he didn't start lighting up the tires. We have Night Ninja going with a 129.5. So we have a couple more people. Sign-On coming over with a 129.4. Deathman going in with a 129.1. We're going to be deep into the 128s. We might even see a 127. We have Jim just crossing the line, starting his lap now. Having a good couple turns. Is he going to be able to stick the power down? Does indeed get the power down. Maybe a little bit slow, but that's okay. McLaren getting out of his way. Very nice tight line through there. Very beautiful exit. Not really much tell on how much time he's at right now based on his old lap and only being a second down. Not really much of a comparison. We'll be able to tell at the end of Sector 2 for better. I don't quite know where the end of Sector 2 is, to be honest. Oh, it's right there. Couldn't quite see this line because my dog was chewing something and I had to take it from his mouth. As we have Nikki G coming in with a 129.2. Pete coming in with a 129.4. There's Jim coming across the line with a 129.8. Echo Alex and Diego de Savage, both in the 130s. This track is quickly going to get green. Or no, it's currently green. Going to get rubbered in, I should say. We still have 7 people in the pits. We're gonna jump down to our lovely League Commissioner Pogs, as he is out on his outlap currently. Looking to maybe get a slight toe from Jim Just Raged. Echo Alex seems to have spun it out on his end lap. Just quick tongue out of the session already, possibly qualifying in the back. Gwenfro. Gwenfro always looking very consistent throughout the season so far. Always a man to watch in and out every single race, for sure. Setting a purple Sector 2. Zooming down the straight, 212 mile an hour. Very, very fast, running a very low downforce setup for sure. Coming across the line with a 128.8. Our first man in the 128s, running a very, very low downforce setup, and he's currently the fastest on track. Very, very good stuff from him indeed. Gonna jump down to our good old man Pogs. Currently looking. How's he currently looking? Taking it nice and easy through there, staying in second gear, letting the Alpine get out of the way. Dropping it down into first gear. Okay. That's a new one. McLaren is sitting in the runaway area. Oh. Pogs coming across the line. In 11th with a 130.3 currently. Gonna jump on board with Sinon. As he's about to start his lap along with Deathman, I do believe. But that is not Deathman. That is Deathman. Deathman is starting his lap along with Sinon. But Deathman keeping it nice and tight. Smooth lines. Completely messed it up. Deathman currently with the purple sector 1. Very nice on the brakes. Smooth on the power, taking almost all of the curb. NSG Welshie with a 128.7. Rapid, currently in Tier 4 today. Deathman curly up by 2/10 on his time. But pulling out because he invalidated. Sinon, not in a lap anymore. Edge looks like he spun out a little bit. Nicky G starting his lap. Pretty sure he forgot to turn his ERS on. Pretty sure he forgot to turn his ERS on. I can't tell. But Pete, championship leader, coming for his second hot lap. Let's see if he's able to improve. Very beautiful on power through there. Definitely going to be able to get up on his time. He's 2/10 down on his time, unfortunately. Probably using an older set of tires. It looks like he is now backed out of it. Nicky G now going on a lap. Going extremely wide there, almost kissing the wall. Having to pull in. As we currently have the two Red Bulls sitting 1 and 2. A 128.7 for the both of them. Chosen Toby is going to be very, very, very happy about that. As he pops into the chat now. Go do your qualifying. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah, these tier 4 guys have been putting in a lot of work. That is for sure. MZ Dan improving his time to a 129.2. Getting out of the way for the Haas. Of Cool Town. Zohan coming out for another lap as he's currently sitting in 5th place with a 129.2. We're starting to see most of the top 10 coming out for a lap. Yeah, I'm probably going to be around there as well. Next game, I'm going to be struggling quite a bit without racing line. Gwenfro curly on a lap. Coming on the back stretch, coming to the last corner. Nice hard on the brakes early off. Getting the power down nice early. Improves to a 128.4, going 4 tenths faster than his previous time and 3 tenths clear of Welshie. I was going to say, pole was going to be around a 128.4, did I not? Deathman now coming to the line to start his last lap. Zohan 5 tenths up on his time currently. Looking very strong to put this on the front row. The grid is Aston Martin pace behind him. And he gets a purple sector 2. Now a second up on his time, apparently. Pete goes a 120.0. We are going to crack into the 127s. So I have to pick up a couple more tenths coming around this last couple corners. Zohan going P2 with a 128.2. Gwenfro P3 with a 128.4. Welshie not able to improve. This is Lolly not in a lap. Nicky G finished his lap with 128.9. Night Ninja pulling into the pits. Sign on finishing. Deathman not in a lap. MD Dan not in a lap as well. Edge currently on a lap. Actually, I don't think so. He's not in the lap. You guys are saying we are going to have 3 safety cars today. Only 3 safety cars, eh? Alright. I like what you're thinking. I like what you're thinking. I personally say there's going to be 1 safety car. Many choices here. We never know. We might even get 0 like today's races. There's been red flags in the past. Well, last year, I should say. We're just waiting for lollipops. Lollipops? I'm gonna call him lollipops. No, I'm just gonna call him tops. I'm just kidding. Waiting for him to get into the pits to retire. There we go. Alright. Here's a weird camera view. Running through the order now, we have Pete in first with a 128.090 to put it on pole. Zohan 1/10 behind him in second. Gwenfro third. NSG Welshie fourth. Tops in fifth. Red Bulls locking out fourth and fifth. Nicky G sixth for Ferrari. Night Ninja also in the Ferrari in sixth. Sign-On eighth. Deathman at ninth. MT Dan 10th. Echo Alex 11th. Edge 12th. Jim Just Rage 13th, Diego Savage 14th, Pogs 15th, Zoso 16th, Fnatic 17th, Cool Town 18th, not able to improve at all, Quick Tongue not setting a lap, finishing dead last, hoping to escape the carnage. Now here we go, waiting on everybody to finish loading in. I'm predicting most people are going to be going on the hard tires to start the race and finishing off on the mediums. But there probably are going to be plenty of people starting on those mediums, hoping for an early safety car, hoping to jump on those hards pretty early, maybe lap 12. Go on it the rest of the way to the end. Tall ask for these hard tires here, but very well could be done. How's it going, Welshie? We have 15 seconds to red lights out. Oh, you're looking pretty good, Pete. You'll do good. You're waiting for players as we are now off. As Pete gets a good start. Holding on to turn one. But Gwenfro looking to fight around the outside. But that gives Zohan room on the inside. Gwenfro holding on to second place. Lollytop's getting ahead of his teammate Welshie. We're now going to pull up all of our info. As Diego Savage is up 7 positions. Edge up 5. Diego up 8 as Nicky G falling all the way down now. Gonna see what everybody's tire is on. Like I said, most people are going to be starting on the hard tires. A couple people starting on the mediums. Gwenfro choosing to choose these mediums. But we're going to fall all the way to the back here. And watch this dogfight coming coming down the straight. Almost going 3 wide. Have some contact. McLaren goes around. AlphaTauri gets some damage, I'm pretty sure. Fnatic up into 10th place, all the way down from 17th. As we still have Pete and Gwenfro getting closer and closer. Gwenfro going for the pass around the outside. Pete having that low down force setup. Gwenfro diving up the outside. or out the inside. Pete taking that wide line, getting a long run. Zohan sticking right on the back of him. Zohan looking to make a move. Thinks about it. Dives back into the inside. Gonna jump back down. As Diego de Savage starting to pull a gap on Lolly. Lolly looks like to spin out, leaving Walshy up there in fourth alone. Fnatic looking to make a move up here still. Oh, as we do have McLaren spun round. Looking to wait. He's hit his death man, unfortunately. Empty Dan up into 10th place. He fell down a couple positions. As we do have a couple penalties already. Whew, excuse me. Night Ninja with 3 seconds. It's also already with 8. Jim just raged with 5. Oh my. Our big gainer on the first couple laps is Diego de Savage. Up 9 positions. What an absolute menace he is today. Lollytop's looking to make his way back through, fighting with Night Ninja. Going wheel to wheel, bumping each other. Lollytops backs out. Ooh, as they tap each other. Cyanide getting the back. Getting on the back of them. Giving Fnatic room to catch up as well. Gonna jump way back up into the front. Gwenfro pulling away from these two as he is fighting Zohan for second place. Leaving the space. But Zohan just able to get that power down. He's gonna let Welshi start to close in on the back of them now as Gwenfro has a 1.3 second lead. Zohan looking to pick up the gap and lower it. So start to see some gaps forming. Lollytop still in the back of the Ferrari of Night Ninja. Cyanide on the back of them. Fnatic and MG Dan looking to push back up to the group of 3. With Echo Alex not too far behind. Nikki G having a big problem early on already. As Pete has DRS looking to make a move. Gets clear of the Alpine of Zohan. Zohan running, looks like some pretty good downforce there. Able to carry a lot more speed through the corners. Welshi and Lolly right there as well. Welshi dropping back a little bit, I mean. We are starting to get gaps everywhere. Cooled down, still holding on to DRS. You're going to be relatively a second quicker when you have DRS. When you don't have it, you're going to be a second slower. So that's where most of these gaps are going to be forming from groups that having DRS and groups not having DRS. As we have Gwenfro almost 3 seconds ahead. My goodness. Look at him. Why? He's going to want to pit pretty late, if I'm honest. Pete trying to claw back that time. None of his hards are warmed up, but he does have pressure from Zohan right on the back of him. Jump on board with Diego de Savage as he looks to make a move on Welshi. Diving up the inside. Welshi hard on the brakes. Very close, tight racing. Welshi able to put the power down. Get ahead of Diego de Savage and keep 4th place. Diego looking to make a hard charge all the way from the back of the pack. Already up 9 positions. Looking to gain a 10th. Powering on the ERS, but he's already down to 14%. That's probably going to hurt him in the long run. Seeing as it is already lap 4, almost 5, and he's already within 10%. Jump up bad with Zohan. He looks to have DRS once again on Pete, but he looks to be just holding on the back of him. Not pushing too much or anything. You can see the dirty air from the cars. Diego Savage right on the back of them still. Fnatic slowly catching back up to Night Ninja, who is already blinking with 3%, where Fnatic is at 75% ERS, up 8 positions as well. Starting from 17th, having a beautiful race so far. Also getting pressured kind of from behind, but quickly losing them. Quick Tongue slowly gaining. Deathman right on the heels of Cool Tongue, pushing him along, basically touching the wall as well. Ooh, getting very, very, very close to that wall. Ooh, his Deathman gives a tap to Cool Town. Releasing the DRS as Cool Town has no ERS. Night Ninja looking to make a move, but shows himself in Cylon's mirrors, but quickly dives back in. Fnatic right on the back of them, seizing every scrap that is possible. Zohan still right on the heel of Pete, going a little bit wide there, staying out of the bad air, I should say. Gwenfro has almost a 3.8 second gap as Zohan makes the pass for second place. Back around Pete. As Fnatic makes a pass around Night Ninja, that leaves him vulnerable to Echo Alex as he is blinking already. But so is Echo Alex. Fnatic still with 60% ERS. Looking very good still. Diego the Savage still holding on the back of Welsh. She almost lost out on the ERS down the back, or DRS. I keep getting those two mixed up. I can't English today. Gosh. Night Ninja still on the back of Fnatic. Using up every single ounce of ERS that they have. Don't know if that's the best idea. Diego still holding about that 1 second gap. Jim Just Rage getting another 3 second penalty. Pete still on the back of Zohan as well. Still within that 7/10. Quickly gaining as well. Now within 3/10. Breaking the early, letting off. Jim Just Raged and his teammate trying to fight off MG Dan, who spun earlier. MG Dan making go 3 wide. Pogs looking to keep the move, or keep the position, I mean, as Jim just lets him go. Pogs keeps the position currently. MG Dan getting past Jim Just Rage, though. Nikki G down all the way down into 19th, unfortunately. As he does get past Quick Tongue, who spun, unfortunately, again. As Lolly gets past Diego the Savage. 5th position. I know Toby's going to be very happy about that. Diego the Savage saying, hey, I'm not done fighting, trying to stick it back up the inside with a low amount of ERS, unfortunately. As Lolly's like, nah, I'll see you later. Trying to catch back up to his teammate. Shinon kind of in his own race right now. Trying to gap Fnatic a little bit more. Stay under pressure from Night Ninja, who's going to be getting DRS down the straight. Not going to be able to get much of a toe. Echo Alex might seize the opportunity here. That's also going to be bringing in Zoso for a four-way fight for 8th position. As we can start to see the gap between Gwenfro and Zohan starting to come down bit by bit. It was about a 3.8 second gap. Now down to 3.5. As we see the Alpine of Zoso, going into the wall. Very unfortunate for him and the Alpine crew. Echo Alex using every bit of ERS that he has back down to 0%. Don't know why he keeps wanting to do that. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Back to the right one. Lally now 2 seconds behind his teammate, who's just slowly pulling away. Diego the Savage 5 tenths behind them, slowly falling back. Echo Alex not giving up on Fnatic, putting all the pressure that they can on the Mercedes driver. Now looking to make the move, going on to the back straight. Side by side, it unleashes the DRS. Fnatic trying to break a little bit later. Settles right back in, not losing much time at all. Night Ninja giving him a little tap in the back. Now Fnatic's going to have the DRS and ERS. Ooh, as there's a Mercedes in the middle of the road. Very unfortunate for Diego the Savage. Had a very good race in the first 10 laps. Quickly losing it, unfortunately. We're getting a very tight race for 11th. MG Dan making the pass. Or 11th place. But Pooltown making the fight back around the outside. Going for a tight line. Edge making the move down the middle. Oh my goodness. Ooh, catching the front end of the Haas. Pooltown sending him into the wall. Possibly giving us some front end damage. Ooh, no. MG Dan makes his way past around the AlphaTauri driver of Edge. Edge looking to make around the outside. Echo Alex getting past the lollytops before the back straight. Now trying to pull sign on in. Night Ninja with 3 seconds penalties. Jim just raged with 8 seconds. Zoso with 8 seconds, while Diego the Savage with 5 seconds. Pooltown coming into the pits, probably with some wing damage. Zohan now 4.3 seconds behind Gwenfro. Pete 4 seconds behind them. Oh, no, that's behind the leader. Change that gap back to that. Pete right on the back of Zohan, I mean. It's Diego to Savage. DNF's in the pits. Probably had some rear wing damage. As Lollytops spins around. Gwenfro, your race leader, currently just putting the laps in, trying to pull the gap. Zohan gaining a couple tenths here and there. Lollytops 5 seconds, speeding into the pit lane for a damaged wing, I do believe, as well. Fnatic up into 7th place. Pete getting closer and closer. Hopefully down this back straight, Pete can get him. But Zohan getting a very good exit. Getting bit by bit, 10th by 10th. Night Ninja still look to fight the back of Fnatic. 5 tenths away, quickly gaining, using all of their ERS down to 0% once again. Losing a lot of power by keeping it under 10%. Most of the field has gapped out now, besides a select few. Pete making a move around the inside of Zohan. Don't know if that was quite the right move just to be at. Considering how Zohan is quicker going onto the back straight. He'd be able to quickly catch him back. They're now side by side. Zohan forcing him to compromise his exit. Getting a better exit. Not going to be able to pressure too much into turn 1, unfortunately. Zohan staying under the back of Pete now. Echo Alex chasing down Sign-On within 7 tenths of him now. Most of the action happening in the first couple laps, and not much after that. This Night Ninja still looking to chase down Fnatic. And Zohan looking to chase down Pete. I'm gonna grab my water bottle and get it back. Boom, just like that, I got it. Jump on board with Zohan as he is with him. Here's Astro. How's it going, buddy? You having a good day? Yeah, Mr. Wigglebutt? Alright. Zohan slowly losing out on Pete once again. Ooh, it looks like Pete has now spun it. Looking to get going before Welshie gets back. You saw rain. Possible rain as well. So we have a couple more drivers spit out on the last turn. Some gaps getting closer. MG Dan jumping onto the intermediate tires. Same with Nikki G. And Zoso. Gwenfro now 6 seconds ahead of Zohan. Pete 8 seconds ahead. Or 8. Pete is 8 seconds behind Zohan. While she is within a second of Pete. As we do have rain now. See drivers coming into the pits. That is crossing the white line. Ayo, Pete went into AI to enter the pits. I don't know if that's legal. But, somebody want to read the rules real quick? We have most of the top 4 hopping onto the hard or intermediate tires now. Mostly everybody hopping onto the intermediate tires. Echo Alex and Deathman staying out. Scratch my head. Alright. As you can obviously tell how wet it is. Pete getting past Deathman almost immediately. Welshie right onto the back of him, though. And a Welshie still on the back of Pete. Fighting for that theoretical third. This Gwenfro is still kind of pulling away from Zohan, but Zohan in the rain is might be a little bit faster. As I say that, Gwenfro is just pulling away. Pete now is second ahead of Welshie. Almost. Fanatic was up into, I think, 8th position, now back down in, well, back up into 8th. Now passing Night Ninja once again. Going side by side, bumping a little bit. Sign on, getting past both Echo Alex and Deathman. Same with Fanatic and Night Ninja. A big gainer so far today with Fnatic up 11 positions, starting from 17th all the way up into 6th. We have Gwenfro in the Haas running away with it currently. 4-second gap to Zohan. and then 10 seconds to Pete behind them. 1.6 second gap to NSG Welshie, then a 7-second gap to Sign On, and then another 6-second gap to Fnatic. Everybody looking to be a bit spread out now. Scratch ahead and continue on watching, eh? You see puddles everywhere. There isn't even a line formed up anywhere. Lollytops spinning once again. And the Edge currently holding on to that last point spot. Ooh, as we have Gwenfro spinning out, letting Zohan past. Gwenfro gonna have a lot of work to do to get past Zohan. Gwenfro slowly creeping back the time, but quickly losing it. Looks like Zohan put on some more front downforce. So you can see his time through corners is just speeding up, speeding up. Hey, knock it off. Gwenfro now losing out quite a bit of time from Zohan. Now 3 seconds behind. Got a shot as that. I've never seen that one. Sign On currently holding on to 5th position. The gap is pretty spread out. Zohan now 4 seconds ahead of Gwenfro. His low down 4 setups really kill you in the rain. As he's having to slow way down. As now Pete was at like 10 seconds. Now all the way down to 5. Uncle Alex starting to catch the back of Night Ninja. Using all of his ERS. Trying to make a move around the outside. Lay down the brakes. Leaves the space. Night Ninja getting a little loose in the rear end. Gets the job done. As we do have an Alpino Zoso spinning out again in the end of Sector 1. Here we have the other hot doggo, Holly. She's a good girl. Fnatic now getting a 3-second time penalty. Probably getting pretty hard to control the intermediate tires now. Night Ninja still looking to hold on to Echo Alex, but quickly losing out on time. Ginger Rage slowly gaining time back on the edge for that 10th spot. Overall, not too much action anymore. There was a lot of action to begin the race, not too much now. Echo Alex getting a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Fnatic has 3 seconds. Echo Alex has 5. Night Ninja 6. Jim is 3. Nicky G 3. Lolly 3. Zoso with 3 as well. Echo Alex trying to chase down Fnatic now after getting past Night Ninja. Now within 3/10, I think the rain has now stopped. I do not see any more falling. Getting closer and closer. Deathman now within 5/10 of Night Ninja, who has quickly fallen off of Echo Alex. Man, oh man. Six laps to go. Looking to make a move around the outside, lay down the brakes, bumping tires. Deathman right on the edge of the track limits. Getting the move done. Very good stuff from him. Now, time to push for his teammate, which is 4 seconds up the road. As I do not see any more rain coming out on track. As Echo Alex gives Fnatic a little bump in the back. As Sign-On jumps into the pits again. Even though well, there is no more spray coming up, so it is very possible that they get a good good little stint on those mediums or softs, whatever they choose. But it will definitely will not get them back up into the place they were in. As Sign-On is now on the soft tire. Echo Deathman now within a second of his teammate, pushing hard. As Echo Alex cannot seem to find a way past Fnatic. As it looks like Zohan has spun again, letting Gwenfro loose back into the lead to chase down his teammate to lap him. As Pete getting anxious, tries to make a move up the inside, trying to make a stick. Gwenfro's like, nah, buddy, I have all the RS possible. And he's just letting it rip with the toe of his teammate. Echo Alex seeming to be right, still on the back of Fnatic, not really able to cover much ground. Night Ninja still holding on to points, but having that penalty of 6 seconds is going to throw him right back into Sign-On if he does not pick up the pace at least a little bit. Fnatic still up 12 positions as our big gainer and our driver of the day so far. Going all the way from 17th up into 5th. Hopefully this isn't a commentary curse. Echo Alex doing pretty good today. Up 5 positions. Now getting pressured by his teammate Deathman. See if there's any McLaren orders after this. Let Deathman by. Or are they going to let him scrap it out? So we have more people coming into the pits. Gwenfro possibly ruining his chances at a race win by pitting, dropping all the way down. There's only 3 more laps now. It's very, very possible that Zohan or Pete pit here. You see Gwenfro gaining little by little bits of time. His track is still very up. He is getting some tense here and there, but DRS is now enabled as Zohan and Pete dive into the pits. Going to be giving Gwenfro the lead again, as the two McLarens are on the intermediate still. NSG Welshie looking to make a couple more passes. Isn't going to get out of the pits in front of Zohan or Pete, but still going to have a shot for podium. No, not podium, for fourth place. See, looking to make a move around the outside, and I could be able to make it happen just yet. Fnatic sitting back in 7th now. Up 10 positions still, but having a very good race nonetheless. Deathman getting a 3-second time penalty as well. She gets past him. Activating DRS. Zohan and Pete were able to get ahead of Gwenfro out of the pits. Now it's a 4-second gap. But Pete and Zohan are pulling away. Quite literally. Pete trying to get that gap down to under a second, but Zohan just so strong out of the corners. Able to gain a lot of time. Gwenfro sitting the fastest lap with a 131.4 currently. Hoping to grab that extra championship point. Ooh, Echo Alex and Deathman possibly making contact. Deathman getting sent into the wall. Woo! 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 Almost hitting in the back of everybody. Doing some damage to himself here. Woo! Very, very tight. Fnatic has lost a couple more positions. Is now into 10th. Jim just raged almost in that last points position, getting past Nikki G. As Zohan has now pulled a 2.6 second gap to Pete. Gwenfro not able to be able to get first here today, unfortunately. As Pogs DNFs out of the race, Zohan now setting a 130.287 for the fastest lap. We almost have everybody in the 133 for the fastest lap or faster. At least we still have people on the intermediate tires racing against people on soft tires. This is hilarious. It's like a Christmas tree. As we have somebody with no wing fighting back against Fnatic. As Fnatic just pulls away now. Taking 9th place. There's also a Pool Town getting tangled up. So everybody is spread out with a good, decent gap now. Gonna ride a longboard with Zohan as he crosses the line to finish first at the Miami Grand Prix. Pete coming in second with a good race from him. Fortunately, he could not finish first. Very, very close. Gwenfro picking up a third place. NSG Welshing picking up fourth place. Toby will be very, very happy about that. Echo Alex putting it up into fifth place, starting from 11th. Sign on a sixth place. Night Ninja 7th. Edge coming home in 7th. Night Ninja dropping down into 8th. Just by a fraction of a hundredth of a second. And then 800th of a second. Fanatic coming home in 9th. Deathman coming home in 10th. Jim Just Rage in 11th. MG Dan in 12th. And Nikki G in 13th. Lollytops still racing. Bhutan 15th. Zoso 16th. Quick Tongue in 17th. Very good, clean racing for these guys. No safety cars at all, even with a rain stent in the middle. Very, 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 very good stuff. I love it. I love it. We love to see it. We love to watch it. We love to commentate it. Very fun race to watch. Unfortunately, it did get boring at some points, but that is just what happens when you race at street circuits that happens to rain at. But overall, we would like to thank you guys for joining us today for some Tier 4 action. We love to not have any safety cars here. Unfortunately, I do have to go to Tier 2 now. I will see you guys later. Please join us next week for our next race.